I don't want to go to Miami and not go to Airbnb or go to the places that, you know, everybody talk about.
Tagging out the mouse, we do the mouse stop.
Hey guys, welcome back to your girl channel. It's your girl Angel, and we're back with another video. So this is gonna be part 3 of the Miami horror story series, and I had to split it up into 3 parts because I did not know that whole video was gonna be this long. But I guess it was that many things that happened that needed to be talked about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but if you are new to my channel, go ahead and watch the first 2 videos, first 2 parts of the Miami horror story. Go ahead and stop talking now and let you guys go ahead and finish this series out because I know we all been waiting on it. Let's get right into the video. I have a little attitude or whatever, but nobody really see the attitude.
I don't want you guys thinking I'm bougie, but my thing is when I go on vacation, I don't want to eat the same thing that I eat in the state that I actually live. And I think fast food is kind of crazy to me when I'm out of town because I want to try different stuff. That's the part of going out of town, to try different things, to try something out your comfort zone.
So we get back to the house. Now we're going to get food again. We're going to fast food restaurants. I went back into the house. I changed into me another bathing suit because I take a lot of bathing suits down there with me, y'all. I change my clothes so many times when I go on vacation. We can take pictures, go eat at some of the same places we were going to eat at from the first time. Why I get a text message on my phone from this girl that used to date somebody I used to talk to, but we never dated. The month before we got there, I'm seeing this dude. Me and him, I'm going to do a story time on him because he's very toxic. This dude he followed me.
Okay, y'all, so I keep seeing comments in some of my story times saying I do a lot of side stories, which they are side stories that I'm going to tell one day. But if y'all actually look at the video, you guys understand why I put that in the videos. So basically this one, I'm sure somebody's going to say I'm not talking about the topic of the video again, but this has something to do with the video because it's going to affect how I felt while I was down there. So anytime that I put something in the story, it has something to do with my story time. So a lot of people want to go back and forth with me in my comment section saying how I can't take constructive criticism about that. It's crazy to me because if you tell me something, I'm going to, of course, probably say something back, but I'm not going to be mean. I'm just going to literally say, well, I did talk about the story time. Anything that I have said in this story time has been about this story time. In the beginning, the first story time that I stated what that story time was going to actually be about, and I said that was going to be about how the trip is actually starting and how I'm trying to get people to come on the trip. So for me to get the comments that I'm getting really doesn't make sense. That means nobody's really paying attention.
He kept unfollowing me, following me, unfollowing me, following me, following me, unfollowing me. He kept doing that. Now, you know how you start getting a little attitude, and this is my spam page, y'all. So I didn't want all this to be seen on my regular page. So I'm putting this on my spam page. And he followed my spam page because we fell out. And so he didn't follow me on my other page no more. And tell y'all the story. So I'm like, I don't want to tell y'all too much about it. And I'm basically on there telling him, you need to be at home with your child. Sitting here looking at my page. Well, he did text me, I think a month or 2 before that. I was just like, you trying to sit here, you worried about some PUS. That's why you need to be worried about your kid. Basically, you be at home taking care of your baby. And the girl come on, she was like, are you talking about such and such? Are you talking about him on your page? And I'm like, yeah. And then she was like, I said, I'm not going to get into too much of that. But this girl tried to argue with me. Long story short, I just told her, when I get back, if you want to fight, if it's a problem, you can come see me. I'll send you my address. Like, my friends, I guess everybody see me. They're like, why are you typing? Because I had them long nails on. I'm sitting there typing on the phone. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, this girl tried to play me. And I'm telling them the story right there. I'm telling all the girls because it's girls again by ourselves going to get the food. And I'm telling them, I'm like, this is what's going on. And they like, give me the phone. The scammer and Bessie trying to get the phone. I'm like, no, I got this. And like my mama said, she's like, no, Angel got this. One thing about me, I will read a girl quick. I don't play with people. So my mom was like, no, she got this. And they trying to keep snatching the phone from me. I'm like, don't snatch my phone when I'm sitting here writing her back. Don't play with me right now. I'm heated too. Don't play with me.
I know y'all gonna be like, this has nothing to do with the story, but it does because this is exactly what happened while I was on the vacation. Legit, people want to text me while I'm out of town, taking me out my character. So I wanted to get drunk after that because That really threw me for real. And then you have people trying to snatch my phone and tell me what to say when I already know what to say. I don't need the help because I already knew how to read somebody. And then y'all don't really know that story time yet, but me and him talked for a long time. So for me and his baby mama to be arguing like that, it was just crazy.
So I'm sitting here texting the girl back and everything. I'm just like, I'm not trying to fight by no man, but if you want to fight, we can fight. And like I told her, I'm on vacation right now, baby. When I get back, you can come see me. I'm getting to that story time because that story time is funny. So stay tuned for that story time. But I'm pissed now because I'm just like, I know this girl did not try me while I'm on vacation. Like, where they do that at? So I'm not mad, but I'm just like, oh, I'm finna really go off. I'm finna have a good time now. So you know what that means. You're gonna start drinking and everything. So we went and got our food, got back to the house. And I just started drinking and your girl started feeling it and just getting lit or whatever. So I changed me to another bathing suit, got into the pool. I'm having a good time making sure I'm posting so they can see it. I'm like, these hoes still watching. We ate our food, getting into the pool again. Now we're sitting there having a good time. We just vibing or whatever. So while we get into the pool this time, and I say Jimmy, go sit here and say, y'all want to play Marco Polo? And we like, okay. And my mom, my dad over there rolling up. My auntie out there, all of us out there. And my auntie sitting over there with my dad. So now it's my mom, me, Scammer, bestie, Scammer boyfriend, Jimmy, and my boyfriend in the pool. My brother didn't really get in the pool. He got in there probably one day, but he was in there playing the game. Everybody else is outside in the pool. So this is where everything takes a tragic turn. We playing the Marco Polo. Mind y'all, the house rules say what? Every house rule when you get an Airbnb or anything. Do not be loud at a certain time, right? So all of us aren't really loud. The only person that's loud is freaking Jimmy, y'all. This man starts saying, so we're saying Marco Polo, like we're saying it low. This dude, and I was cheating. Cause I can hide behind my lashes when I do this. So I'm sitting there like looking, like I'm seeing where people at and I'm cheating. So this dude get out the pool, right? Why he get out the pool and he out there saying, Marco, like he's yelling Marco like he in the pool still, and I see he out the pool. And everybody like, you ain't even in the pool, because they was sitting there walking around trying to find him, feel him. They're like, you ain't even in the pool, and it sounded like he wasn't in the pool when he was clearly not in the pool. So he's like,
I'm in the pool. What y'all mean? What y'all talking about?
he's starting to yell. When I tell you he's yelling, and he's sitting there saying,
I'm in the pool. I'm in the pool.
like this dude was literally arguing us down, saying he's in the pool and he wasn't in the pool.
I gotta tell y'all why he act that way. So this is his first time ever going on a vacation and being out of 285, y'all. So this is why he act that way. And he was legit yelling for no reason. And y'all think I'm kidding when I'm telling y'all he was yelling. He was actually yelling like, no, I'm in the pool.
So my dad and my mom like, shh. Like we're not trying to tell a grown person what to do, but we're like, you gotta be quiet, you can't be loud. And this dude just kept getting loud the whole time in the pool. So like, we finally opened our eyes and seen that he was in the pool. I already knew this dude was in the pool. So we got back in the pool, and he just still like got back in the pool, just being loud. Like he's laughing loud, everything. So while we were doing our Marco Polo, when he was doing that little, I'm in the pool thing, while we saw it too, but I don't think nobody said anything about it yet. So the whole neighborhood basically got dark. Like everybody turned the lights off. The neighbor next to us that's on our right side, they turned their lights off in the back, in the house, everything. The whole neighborhood got quiet and got dark. So it's like I said, a couple of minutes later, we decided to get out the pool. And we was like, well, we're just going to go ahead and get in, call it a night. We're going to wash our hair and everything, because we got to wash our hair from the chlorine and everything. He, Scammer, Jimmy, my boyfriend, and Bestie decided to go back in the house. And we go take our turns in the shower and everything. So before I'm about to get in the shower, my auntie came running in the house. She had the stuff my dad was rolling up with. I'm not going to say what it is. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So my auntie came running in trying to hide stuff. And then my dad out there and my mom out there still. And I think my boyfriend out there too, because he waiting for them to get out of the tub. So my auntie came in, she's like, the police outside, I gotta hide this. And I don't know why I'm whispering it now, but she was like, I gotta hide this. And she's in there with the booklet that my dad used to roll up on and trying to hide stuff. And then I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, I ain't even getting a shower yet. So, I guess they just told my dad and my mom, because they had came in the house, they was just like, y'all, we got to keep it quiet, because they had caught the people, they all shut their lights off and everything. Like, the police wasn't mean or nothing. But if you know, Dade County is not where you want to go to jail at. It's bad in Florida. They talk about Miami jail all the time. Those police systems, that whole thing is horrible. So my mama came in, she's like, we were too loud outside. And the people the next door called the cops on us. And they even said, like, they called the cops on people that stay in this house because it's a vacation house. So that's why they cut all the lights off and everything, y'all. They called the cops on us. So we're sitting there like, wow.
And y'all have to understand, too, it was a weekday when we were on vacation. So people probably had to go to work and school. So we should have been very mindful of that. Plus, it stated that in the house rules.
What we did was basically we all talked to them and we just like, y'all, they called the cops on us. We got to keep it down. We can't be loud no more when we go outside. So we all just like, yeah, we know this time. Then got into the showers again.
This night, me, Scammer, and Bessie decided to play a little card games. Plus, I got on live. And the dude that was from the first story time that I had a crush on, he was supposed to come out of town with us. He actually got on my live and just told me why he couldn't come out of town with us. I understand people have lives, so I wasn't mad, but I was just wanting him to tell me so I wouldn't expect him to come.
Jimmy went in there and went to sleep.
Jimmy came in there. That ended our game.
It's me, my mom, my boyfriend. We up. So our boyfriend over there, he get the game now because Jimmy sleeps. So he's sitting there on the game. And I didn't finish blow drying my hair, but I did wash it. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not sleepy yet, because my mom my mom was washing the clothes and drying the clothes. So I'm like, I'm not sleepy yet. So I laid on the couch next to he wasn't my boyfriend then, but my boyfriend now. But I laid next to him and I was like watching him play the game. So I guess I fell asleep right there, right? And I didn't blow dry my hair, and my hair wasn't really wet, but it was still kind of like damp. So my mom, I had these bonnets. She's over me, and I guess I had a nightmare. She put the bonnet over my face, trying to put it on my head, and I started panicking like, get off me, get off me, get off me. And she like, see, this is why I told you can't sleep in here. You in front of a window, you can't sleep in here. I was just trying to stay up with y'all, because the window is open. And I tell you, there ain't no covers to the windows or nothing. It's just, you can see the whole outside, and they can see in. My boyfriend's like, you thought I was going to leave you right here? I was going to leave you right here. And I'm just like, look, I wasn't thinking about you, okay? I'm sitting over here thinking somebody about to suffocate me. And I really thought that. They started laughing and like, yeah, it's time to go to sleep. So my boyfriend cut the game off because he stayed in the bunk bedroom. I didn't tell y'all that. He stayed in the bunk bedroom by himself. He had 4 beds to himself, and this man had a whole room to himself. So he went in there, and me and him said good night. Me and my mom went back to the master bedroom because, like I told you, they go to sleep early. I don't want to go in there and wake nobody up out their sleep. So I went into the master bedroom, slept in the room with them again. And that's that. Woke up the next day. This is where a lot of problems came to play too, y'all.
First thing first, the lady from the Airbnb that owned the place, she had texted me to let us know that somebody will be coming to inspect the house this day. So this is what really held us up for this day, which is why we couldn't really go get any breakfast or anything this day. So she really messed up our plans. And y'all are going to understand in a few minutes why I say that. The inspector took hours to come. So I told the lady, I was getting mad with the lady because I'm like, you're holding up our day, you know, being able to go spend some time out and have fun. And I had to talk with her about that. And she was just telling me how she was sorry and everything, but we need somebody to be there for the inspection. So while we were waiting, we literally all just put on our bathing suits and just went swimming for a few. After the inspection was done, we was able to go to the place that we needed to go to. And we all decided to put on our clothes to start our day off.
I got up and I put on this pretty little lime green bathing suit. And why my dad seen me and he said, okay, so he see the bathing suit is lime green. So my boyfriend, which wasn't my boyfriend at the time, he went out our room and he seen that my boyfriend had on lime green too, but he had on black or lime green. He asked my boyfriend, y'all dating? That we weren't, like, mind y'all, we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. But he gonna ask him, are y'all secretly dating? or something. And my brother like, what are you talking about? Like, he was just waking up. He's like, what are you talking about? My dad coming there, he wasn't mad at him, but he was just asking like, are y'all dating? I'm like, no. So I'm like, what are you I'm thinking, what are you talking about too? So I'm done putting my chopsticks and stuff in my hair. So I'm walking out. And I see that he have on like the lime green stripe down his basketball shorts. And I was like, this is what he talking about. And me and him, I'm kind of weirded out because, like I said, we was best friends then. So I'm like, I don't want this to be it was a little weird because I'm like, we do like we were matching, like we're a couple. He was basically laughing it off or whatever. We're like, no, we don't date and stuff like that. But it turned out that we started dating. So there at the house and just talked about what we're going to do. And this is before we got, because we wanted to know what we're going to do today. While we there at the house, right? And we're sitting there talking. Why Jimmy got an attitude, y'all? This dude come out the room with an attitude, and he just being obnoxious. He was arguing this morning. My mama said like she heard him arguing with Scammer, and we just like, what's going on? Like he was getting a little rough talking to her, and he had been talking a little crazy, but not like too crazy. But he do talk to her kind of rough, so. We just over there like, okay, I'm like, he just got an attitude. He pissy or whatever.
This man had an attitude because he was hungry, y'all. Mind y'all, we had pizza. We had food left over. And he could have warmed up his food from the other day anytime. So he chose to not eat and wait till we go to a restaurant or something like that. Which he could have actually just ate some leftover pizza if he really wanted to eat something. So this is why he had his attitude. And some of y'all probably like, what if he ain't want no leftover pizza? Well, we had ate KFC. We had Pizza Hut. We done had McDonald's. We had Taco Bell's. We literally went to like 5 different restaurants every time we went to go get fast food because everybody wanted something different. So not only did we like consider everybody when we were going out, we still all had food from different places because we all want to try something different anyway.
Like I said, we sitting there talking about what we're going to do today. This is the day before. So the day before when we went to Denny's that other morning, the day before that, I was sitting there asking them like, we were trying to basically plan out what we were going to do the whole time we were there. So I had at that table, we had talked about what we were going to do then, and we were talking about like what we're going to do tomorrow, basically. We were at the breakfast table, and ain't nobody tell me nothing. Like, we're sitting there, and I'm asking them the question, because I'm like, I don't want to do nothing, and we all not want to do it. So my auntie was like, oh, they have a Miami cruise. So I'm like, okay, we could do that, because ain't nobody saying nothing. And I sat there. The house that we booked for Airbnb came with the boat, y'all. It was $600 to rent the boat out at the house. So I'm sitting there telling everybody, I'm like, we could all split $600 and get this boat because we all wanted to ride a boat. We wanted to do that Miami Vice song. Come on, y'all. And we were going to do the boat. And like I said, I could have rented out that $600 boat myself. But I was like, I'm not doing that. Because somebody got to help me. 100 here, 100 there, everywhere, 100. Like, let's be for real. And ain't nobody say nothing. Like, my mama said, she'll do it. I know my mama gonna do it. But ain't nobody else step up to the plate and say they were gonna do it. So my auntie looked up stuff on her phone. She was like, we could do this boat cruise where we're still getting on a boat. It's a boat cruise where you view the celebrity home. So I looked up the site and I found it. And it was basically going to be at Bayside Marketplace. If y'all been to Miami and y'all know Bayside Marketplace is like somewhere you can shop and eat. And they have all these different things there. And that's where basically all the boat rentals and stuff are at. I had to get online and book it. So I had to pay for the ticket there. So nobody is saying nothing. Like, nobody's saying they're going to pay for their ticket or whatever. I'm like, is anybody going to even look up the site? So what I did was I did something stupid, and I shouldn't have did this. So I put in, because I think, was that 9 of us or 10 of us? It's either 9 or 10 of us on the trip. I'm not going to count everybody right now, but it's 9 or 10 of us on the trip. So I seen where they had the option where you could rent. You got to get the ticket, plus you can get a drink, because you're going to be thirsty if you're on the boat. So I was like, okay, I'm going to rent out the tickets. I'm going to get the tickets. So I was just like, and nobody step up and say, I'll pay for mine or nothing. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just get it for everybody. I'll just do this. And I did it out of the kindness of my heart too, but I was just like, ain't nobody stepping up and saying they're going to buy their ticket. So I bought all 9 of our tickets, plus the free drink that we could get, non-alcoholic beverage. So I paid for everybody. I forgot how much that came out to, but it was $100 or probably $200. itself. I think it was $200. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was $100 or it was $200. So I did that for everybody, and I was like, I'll just get it because I see nobody was stepping up saying I'm gonna give you the money back or whatever.
Y'all, when I say nobody, I meant just Scammer and Jimmy, because they were the only two that really needed to pay me. Everybody else was really cool and didn't have to pay me because they my family. Plus, Bestie already told me her situation, so she and my boyfriend aren't really even in this category because they already had gave me money. The other two was the problem.
So we did that. This is the morning before this morning that we woke up and I had a lime green bathing on. So now the boat rental was it was 1 p.m. So we couldn't even go eat breakfast this morning. So this is why this dude was pissy, y'all. He was pissy because he was hungry. So we get to Bayside Marketplace. We got a couple of more minutes to do stuff. So we're going into Bayside Marketplace, and we're seeing that they have so many shopping places. They got food there. They got shopping places. They had this big Victoria's Secret store there. So me and the girls, me and Scammer and Bestie was like, let's go into this Victoria's Secret store. When I tell y'all we had like 30 or 40 minutes, we were inside this Victoria's Secret store. It was a long line. So by the time we was about to check out, it was time for us to go to the boat. So we was supposed to actually come back and get our stuff, but we didn't because y'all are going to see why I didn't choose to go back to get our stuff. We had ended up leaving our things at the checkout because the lady said we could come back and just check it out when we get done with the boat cruise. I mean, while we was in there for 30 to 40 minutes, and we come back outside and this man still ain't getting no food, and he had enough time to go get something to eat, which really was pissing me off because I'm like, everybody went walking around and sightseeing. And it's left to get on the boat, and the boat wasn't ready yet. So we're walking around Victoria's Secret, right? Come back outside, got an attitude. This dude was pissed because he was so hungry. He was walking around with a mug on his face. He was just like, you know how a child act when they are hungry? He was hungry, and he was hangry, I should say. And Bestie was like, yeah, he got an attitude because he hungry. Let me tell y'all this. Not only did they still have Papa John's pizza, because they bought their own box of Papa John's pizza. They had their own box of Papa John's pizza, y'all. He could have ate at the dang house. Why my mama said that night when when we went to Papa John's Pizza, they left all the food out on the table. They didn't even put no food up. So my mama had to throw away some of the food, but the Papa John's Pizza was still there. So this dude could have ate his Papa John's Pizza if he was hungry. Why you gonna just sit there and not eat something? If you starving like that, why you didn't eat nothing? So we get there. Like I said, we were at Bayside Marketplace. We get done. It was a couple of more minutes because it was a long line at Victoria's Secret to get the stuff. So we were walking around shopping or whatever. We had to leave our bags there. We told them we was gonna come back and pay for it, right? So what happened was we was like, we told the people we were gonna come back and pay for it. So we go outside. We're like, oh, I gotta go get everybody because it's almost time for us to be on the boat. So I'm going to find everybody. Everybody went to these different little marketplaces around us, and Jimmy walking around he had a book bag on with his little attitude. So I'm trying to tell everybody, hey, we got to get back here, calling everybody. We got to be by the boat because it's like the Bayside Marketplace. Then you go down some stairs and it's a boat and nothing but the ocean and water around us. We're by nothing but boats. So we go down there and I'm like, okay, they have these little labels telling us what the place is called. So it said Miami Celebrity Boat Cruise. We all go stand by there, and it's a long line of people going on the boat with us. So we get into line. This dude ain't gonna get him no food, y'all. He's sitting there with attitude still. He could have went to any of them little restaurants they had around and got him something to eat if he that hungry, right? Because the boat cruise is an hour, I think. On this boat for an hour, he gonna be hungry. But I was like, y'all get a free drink before we got onto the boat. I'm looking back. Everybody looking at the boat like they got an attitude. Not everybody, but my dad, my auntie, and Jimmy had an attitude. And they're just like somebody don't want to do something. So my dad and my auntie pissed me off too. And it wasn't just Jimmy, because all three of them did. Because they sitting over, my dad mad because of the boat we get on. He want his own boat. He want to drive a boat. I said, what did y'all want to do? And ain't nobody saying nothing at the breakfast table. So I'm seeing them with all these attitudes. I paid for everybody to get on. So I'm feeling kind of like, even though I'm not entitled to have this attitude because I did choose to pay for them, but I'm like, everybody got an attitude and I paid the money for them to get on this boat. So I am pissed off when I tell y'all. So it's getting time for us to get up there. So we all take this little picture before we get on the boat. We're going to pay for these pictures. So we all took the picture, fake smiling in the pictures, everything. Some people not even smiling in the picture. So we get on the boat. Like I said, we got these little wristbands, and we get up there, and we get our free drink when we have the wristband. So we go stand up there, we get a drink. So I got a Coke or something. So one of the people, I guess one of them didn't get the freaking wristband. One of them didn't get the wristband. I forgot who it was. But I'm like, I paid for us all to get the wristband. We didn't see the person that gave us the wristbands. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, why didn't nobody say nothing? Like, you clearly seen us all. I think it was either a scammer. Who was it? I was like, y'all seen us all get a wristband. Why didn't nobody say anything? So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I think my mama and my brother, it was one of them. They had to split their drink with each other, and everybody thirsty, mind you, because we hungry and we ain't eat nothing. But like I said, if somebody wanted to eat, they could have ate something at the house because we had pizza. But still, we're sitting there, and I'm just seeing this dude have the attitude. Like, he's sitting there with his bag down on the table, him looking like this, because it's a little sitting area for you to watch the homes. So this was kind of boring. Unless you really care for like museums and stuff, you're going to like this. But it's just showing you all the celebrity homes. You're on a boat, and they're just telling you, oh, this is Rihanna's house. Oh, this is Beyonce's house. Oh, this is this person's house. And it's just basically that. And you're just sitting there recording something. And then the funny thing is, my dad was like, we were over here when we did the jet ski. So not only we just didn't know who house it was, but we already was over there in the water. So we pretty much already been there. We found out that it was the same place when we did the jet ski. So we were by all the stuff. It looked exactly the same. And we're just like, dang. So we were already over here. We did something that we did already, basically. Even though we didn't know who house it was. But it was so boring. And they were playing just they weren't playing no lit music or nothing. So it was just boring. We all were just like hot. And it was super hot on this boat. No air, no AC. So we're just like, everybody pretty much was just done. But me, I'm sitting there still trying to smile and stuff. But I'm low-key irritated because I'm like, I paid for this. And y'all the one said y'all wanted to do this. And everybody got an attitude about it. So I'm just pissed off because I'm seeing this dude sitting over here. He basically got up from the table because he had basically said something to scammer. And he went upstairs, and he was upstairs. I guess he took videos because we found out that he took videos. He basically went upstairs and just left us down there, and he was just up there for a long time and came back when it was about time to go get off the boat. So it was time for us to get off the boat. Mind y'all, I am pissed. When I say I'm pissed, I'm like, these ungrateful MFers. That's how I'm thinking. And I'm just pissed off. So I get off the boat, and I'm walking fast somewhere. So I'm walking fast. They're like, my mama called me. She's like, do you got attitude or something? I'm like, yeah. I'm not talking or nothing. I'm just pissed off. So I see they got a Five Guys. I'm like, since everybody's so hungry, we're going to eat Five Guys. So I'm just pissed off. So we had to walk upstairs to the Five Guys. So I went up there, walking up there, because they sensed I had an attitude. And they were just, I guess they got pissed off because I had an attitude too. So I'm sitting there not saying nothing and not talking. And I guess everybody sensed this attitude, which I wanted them to, even though I'm grown and I have the attitude, I don't care. I was just pissed off because I'm like, y'all are ungrateful. Like, I didn't have to do that. And y'all are not, like, nobody said thank you, mind you, or nothing like that. And I'm just like, wow, that's how people do you. So I'm sitting there, and I guess my now boyfriend, like, he was in front of me. And I was like, I just want to abuse somebody. And he was like, I wanted to abuse him. So I had this big hat. When I tell you I had this big freaking hat, this hat is so huge, y'all. Everybody talked about this hat, even people that I seen. I got it from Shein. So I'm sitting there hitting him with the hat, laughing, because I'm trying to have an attitude. But he like, whoa, you about to knock me out. He was joking with me. And he the only one that can make me happy when I'm upset sometimes. So I'm sitting out there laughing because I'm trying to abuse this man with my hat. And he just sat there joking with me. Everybody else I didn't want to talk to. So we went and got our food. It took almost an hour to get the food in Five Guys. It was a long line in there. So we sitting in there, get our food finally. We go sit down in one of the little seats they got in there. And I sat by myself at a table at the end. And my mom and my auntie came over there like, you okay? You got attitude? And they thought it was just about Jenny. I ain't tell my auntie it was about her too. But I was just like, Yeah, everybody had an attitude, and they the ones said they wanted to get on this boat. So I'm telling them why I got an attitude and everything, and they sitting over there to like, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna have fun tomorrow. It's gonna be better tomorrow. Yada yada yada. And I'm just sitting there pissed off. I'm just like, no, I didn't have to do something like that, even though I did. And I don't want to throw stuff up in people's face, but I'm just like, I don't got time for people and their attitudes. Like, I'm trying to have a good trip. Even though it was boring, I still had a good time because I'm trying to sit there and smile and be happy and joke. Everybody just energy just was draining me or whatever. So I'm sitting there with my little attitude, and I'm just like, my mom and them tried to make me feel better, and I felt a little better, but I still had the attitude. So next thing, they were just like, we can go to South Beach this time. We'll go ahead and go to a beach after this. So we decided to go down there to South Beach. Finally, after we ate Five Guys, and this beach was like a few minutes away from this place. So we went to the beach. The parking here was horrible. So we had to find a parking place to park, and it was inside this little parking deck.
If y'all thinking they gave us some money to park, I don't know what to tell you. When I tell you we got 2 different vans and they give us no type of gas money, no type of money to park. And at this point, I feel like we shouldn't even have to ask for it because y'all know what to expect. And still, y'all know in Miami it's $20 to freaking park. So I just don't know what to tell y'all.
So it's a long, it's not that long of a walk to the beach, but it is for some people if you don't. Like my auntie older, and she needed her little scooter or whatever she used. So her backs are hurting for the walk, and the walk wasn't that close to the beach. So we all walking, everybody walking. So, well, I stayed in the back with my mom and my auntie because I didn't want to go walk with everybody else. So it was me, my mom, and auntie, and I think my brother, and we all walking back there, and I let everybody else walk ahead. So I'm walking with them, and my auntie backs are hurting. So she's standing on this little pole, just bent over on the pole because her back hurts. She's like, I'm coming, I'll be there soon, y'all. Just keep on walking. So we had to leave her there, and me and my mom and brother was walking up there, and I seen my dad and Jimmy walked right past everybody. Went to the beach, and I saw Scammer and Bessie putting their stuff down. Us 3, we went to go walk to the water. We didn't want to walk straight into the water, but we kind of sat there, you know, where the water meets the sand, basically, even though it's still sand in the water. But I'm just saying, like, we were sitting there by where you the first walk into the ocean, and we were sitting there letting the waves hit it. I'm sitting down there, and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm telling them, like, I'm just pissed off because everybody got an attitude about it. And then that's when Scammer told me,
oh yeah, Jimmy had an attitude this morning. He was hungry.
I'm like, yeah, he could have ate. Like, he could have ate at the house. It was pizza at the house. And I'm like, my dad, my auntie, they mad about the boat. And I told everybody we could have went in on 600 and got a boat. We could have drove ourselves. So I'm just pissed off. And I just vented to them, and I was just pissed off about it. So then we kind of had a little fun at the beach because we was taking pictures, and then my auntie and my mom finally got in, and we all sitting there fighting the water, trying to get in the water and out the water. The water is pushing us, and we're looking like whales on the freaking beach. We looking crazy because the water was just knocking us back and forth. So my mama recording us, and we all laughed and got a little better. So now it's time to go. It got dark.
I do want to tell y'all this. If y'all have never been to Miami in the South Beach, the beach is more for partying. The water down there, the beach smells horrible. Too much seaweed and everything is washed up. It's not a pretty sight, but it is an experience. If you guys ever been to New Orleans, and I would say Bourbon Street, it's kind of like a Bourbon Street at the beach. That's the only thing I would say. If you're trying to drink and party, that's good for that. But the beach view for me was not it.
I think an hour later, we had just ate, mind you. We had 5 guys. So now my dad want to sit up here and talk.
Y'all want to go to one of these restaurants right now?
No, I don't want to go to one of the restaurants. I'm still pissed. And yeah, I could have probably went there, but I wasn't hungry. We had just ate 5 guys. I'm like, y'all was so hungry. Everybody had a little attitude about food. Now I don't want no food. What's the point of us going to a restaurant? I'm not going to eat nothing. Because I was not hungry then. So I was like, no, we'll eat something at the house. So I had to add 2 back. This is pretty much like, we got one more day after this to do something. And I was like, I ain't even want to go. I was so pissed off. I didn't go to one of my favorite restaurants.
I want to sum up what was actually down there by South Beach. So you have Pink Tacos. You have The Licking, that's DJ Khaled's spot. You have, what else? You got Sugar Factory. You have all these different places that are top places for you to try out to eat in Miami that they did not want to ever go do. And when I tell y'all, we was always around this place and we didn't get no
This
food.
whole trip. I was like, nah, I'm good. Because I wanted to go to Pink Tacos this day. They gave me the attitude. I gave me the attitude back. So now we're walking in the middle of the street back to the parking deck. So this guy had this lime green Lamborghini. And it was girls by his Lamborghini. So he came up to me. He was like, is this your car? He was telling me, he was joking with me. Like, is this your car? I'm like, no. I didn't know he was the owner yet. So I'm like, no. I'm started laughing. He's like, this look like it's you. This look like it's you. Because I had on the lime green bathing suit. It had a skirt and the little bathing suit bottoms and the little shirt. I looked really cute. And I had my little lime green chopsticks and my lime green slides. But I had on that whole lime green outfit. And I'm sitting there, I still had my attitude, y'all. But I was talking to the guy. I could have really got pictures. He was actually talking to me. And I really could have, took pictures by his Lamborghini and everything. And he just like joking with me. I didn't finish the conversation when I kept walking, which is my fault. I missed my opportunity on taking that picture. I'm pissed. This is why you don't have an attitude when you're outside. Because stuff happens like this and you just have the attitude and your attitude getting away. That's my fault. Now we're walking back to the parking deck. Now we're getting back in the car, in the van. And they were just like, well, we'll just eat something at the house when we all get hungry.
Of course y'all are okay with that. That's what we've been doing the whole trip.
Or we'll eat something over there by the house when we get hungry. So we all go back. It's like a couple of minutes to get back to the house. Because we didn't stay by South Beach or nothing. We stayed minutes away. We didn't stay close to the strip or nothing like that, which is why we didn't really go to get and eat over there because we stayed far. Went back and dropped the guys off again and we went back to get food. I still have my attitude, but it was cooled down. Now I'm talking a little bit. So I'm like, y'all really showed y'all way. But I didn't really talk to Jimmy like that anyway. We back at the house and whatever. And me and Bestie and Scammer are playing games with my boyfriend. He out there in the living room playing the game, and we all over there laughing because we playing these little card games and little drinking card games. I didn't want to be in a room with being there with them because I'm pissed off with them. We're having fun. Jimmy coming there, he going crazy. He jumping in the bed with her. He's like, I'm tired. He said he tired, y'all. So I guess that means the game is about to end.
While we was playing the games, we found out a lot of interesting things about him. So we all had went to a school called SMHS, and he went to our rival school. So he was telling us how his school was better and everything like that. He then proceeded to tell us how he messed with a lot of girls from our school and how they sucked him up and etc. And the look on Scammer's face, she just looked so sad. And he made her feel kind of uncomfortable and made us feel uncomfortable. So that's when we called it a night.
And I was like, this dude is so annoying. So I got up out in the room and I was just like, y'all about to go to sleep? And they were like, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and go to sleep. Because I guess he pissed Scammer off when he did that. Turned the lights off in there. Then, like I said, we don't go to sleep till like 3-something in the morning. He messed up the fun. So now, I guess we called it a night after this. Went to sleep. We really ain't do nothing this night. So the next day, we decided to go to the Everglades, and I had asked everybody in the morning again. I was like, y'all want to go to the Everglades, do an Everglades tour? And they were just like, yeah, we'll do that. So I guess we went to get breakfast this morning too. We went to Denny's again. Went to Denny's and got breakfast again because that's what everybody eat.
So this time we were all in a hurry to leave this restaurant because we were all fighting flies the whole time we were trying to eat. So this time what happened was Scammer boyfriend hurried up and paid for his meal and he left out. So my boyfriend was seeing that we were still at the table, so he ended up paying for Scammer's meal. But Bessie also was like, dang, you're not going to pay for my meal? So he ended up paying for her meal as well. So
many flies and stuff in there. So that's why I didn't really care for it. And the food isn't that good, y'all. And now when I go back down there, I do not go to Denny's. I don't want to eat Denny's ever again. So the food is mid. The food is mid. It's not bad, but it's not good either. So the food is very mid. And we sitting out there and we just, I guess we get the food we eat. I made everybody this time send me Cash App of the Everglades tours. So everybody sent me the money on that, which I think it was $20, I think. Probably 25. So everybody sent me the money on Cash App or whatever for that. We're going to do that right after. But Jimmy said he don't want to go. So Jimmy don't want to go now, y'all. And we didn't get him the ticket for that. So he said he wants to stay at the house. Well, I guess he told Scammer this first. But now he didn't want to go after, I guess they done paid the $25 to go to the Everglades tour. We're going back to the house and we're going to actually change into our clothes that we're going to wear at the Everglades, which we know it's going to be kind of hot. We're going to be on the airboat. So we were putting on the right kind of clothes to get on the thing. So we all getting ready to go back out in the car and drive there. So we get back into the car. Why? We like, where's Jimmy? Jimmy coming? Scammer like, oh no, he said he gonna stay. He didn't even tell nobody he was staying at the house. Like, it's not your vacation, dude. Which you don't understand. Plus, like I said, my dad has stuff he rolling up in the house. Everybody got some type of possession. So we all basically, like, Scammer wasn't in the van yet, and my mama and me and Bestie was in the van. And we looked at each other like, this dude trying to stay there, he might steal. We don't know him like that. So he could steal our stuff. So my mama go over there and tell my dad, like, if y'all got something that's worth something, go get it out the house now, because he's trying to stay. Like, you don't just stay somewhere and it's not your vacation, baby. You don't do something like that. So my dad go back in the house and he get stuff and hide stuff and take stuff with him. So we taking stuff with us that we got that's worth something, except for my brother's games. So my brother knew what kind of games he packed. So we all just like, that's weird. You don't do that. And even everybody said the same thing. Like, you don't just stay at nobody's house. This is not your vacation, baby. Basically, he stayed there. And he stayed at the house. So we're on the way to the Everglades tour. The Everglades tour was super nice. What happened there, my auntie just kept being super, super annoying, y'all. Like, it was being annoying to my dad. My dad was like, he wanted to throw her over the boat where the alligators was. Because she kept on being, you know how you're around nothing but Caucasian people and you ain't trying to be ratchet around them, because that's what our title kind of is, if we're dark skinned. So she is being loud and obnoxious, y'all. Like, every time the person is talking, she is yelling and just doing all this weird stuff. Then when we get off the Everglades tour, we go to this other little tour, and it's where they play with, like, they show us the little crocodiles and stuff like that they have there. And we're sitting there, and why is she sitting over here? Like, she keeps saying "will I," and she keep on saying stuff like she's being obnoxious and she's being loud, and she kept asking the same questions over and over again. Some of the people that were sitting next to us, because there was a lot of people sitting next to us, and they just sitting there laughing at her. Some of them are just looking at her like she's crazy. And then the guy was like, I guess he got tired of her, so he had a snake in his hand showing us the snake. He brought the snake over there to her while we're sitting there watching him play with it, wrapped around his hand. And she was yelling, like, she started yelling, y'all. She got up. She's like, don't bring that snake over here. Don't bring that snake over here. He brought the snake over there, and she's like, ah! And she is yelling. When I tell y'all she's yelling. And she's sitting on my mama's back. Like, my mama's sitting in front of her. She's sitting on my mama's back trying to get away from me. We're like, no, you want to play like this? You going to suck it up now. You want to play? He wouldn't even look this way if you wasn't playing. So he trying to talk, and she's playing, like, the whole time. So I guess he got tired of that. So she's sitting there. She sat down and ain't say nothing after that. So my dad is just shaking his head like, why would you do something like that? And then I'm sitting there laughing because I got it on camera, and I might post the video.
No. Wait. Get a good look at this. Wait a minute.
But the one that I lost there behind.
Oh, he coming too close to me, bro. No, Willie.
She gonna fall back. So after that, we got done. It was kind of funny just seeing all that happen. Just took the picture with the little baby alligator thing. Let's touch it and take a picture with it. And then after that, we went back to the house, and we making sure we went through basically everything. Because like I said, he stayed at the house. So we made sure he didn't steal from us or nothing like that. So we didn't see nothing untouched. But I'm throw this in there now, y'all. When I got back to my house, I had bought this little set, and I didn't know, like, he took it, because I didn't leave it. I didn't unpack. I kept everything in my luggage, and it was still new. I didn't even open it up or nothing. I had bought this little Nike set from DTLR. It was a Nike t-shirt, and it was some boxers I was gonna wear, because I like wearing guy boxers sometimes when I go to sleep. Like, it's like shorts. So I bought that, and it was black, and it had the little white Nike symbol on there. Bought that. Got back to the house, unpacked. I'm like, you know what I ain't wear down there? I ain't wear my night outfit, because I'm going to wear it to sleep. And I started looking through everything that we bought back, and guess what, y'all? It was nowhere to be found. I think something else went missing too. So he did steal something, and I didn't think it was gonna be that. You know, I was still looking for it. I looked for it the whole time. I don't know if I left. If I left it, then it wasn't him. But I didn't. Like I said, I did not unpack. And why you stay at the house anyway? And like my dad said, we did kind of see that he went through something because my mama set something in her luggage a different way. She set it up differently, and we seen that he did actually like kind of move something. So we know he was looking for something. So not only is he annoying, he's a thief. And so basically we thought he didn't take nothing, but we didn't take anything questionable there. So like I said, I think he took that. If he didn't, then that's on me. But I think he did for real. So yeah, so he stayed there. We making sure he ain't do nothing crazy or have nobody at the house or break anything.
Turns out he did end up bringing somebody over to the house. And how I found this out was because when I got back from out of town, my dad told me that the stuff that he was rolling up, that Jimmy ended up running out of his. Last night we were all there. He ended up having a whole pack of it. So when we went to the beach, Jimmy went missing while we was on the beach. And I guess he was getting people number while we was out there because a lot of people did walk up to us selling a lot of stuff. So I think that he ended up bringing the people over there because how did he end up having that when he ran out of it? And how my dad found out that he didn't have none was because the whole time we were out of town, Jimmy would have his own, and he wouldn't even want to come over there with my dad while my dad had his. So it was one night my dad had put an extra blunt out for him to the side, and he ended up coming over there to where my dad was, and like my dad saying, you ain't come over here this whole time, so don't try to come over here now. But my dad ended up giving him one of his and let him just go over there and do it by himself, because like he said, you was supposed to already come and share, and we still had some, so you would have been, splitting it with us, and nobody would have ever even ran out. So since you want to be greedy, now you have to sit here and just have one. So that's why I ended up thinking that he did end up having somebody come over there, because now you got some.
It's time for us to go get something to eat. This is the last night that we have at this house, guys. Again, we ain't go out to eat or nothing. This night, my auntie was like, no, you know what, guys? I'm tired of eating out. Because I guess, I don't know if they ran out of money or what, but I'm just like annoyed. I didn't care at this point. I was like, but it's whatever. So my auntie was like, I'll make her something to eat tonight. So we had went to the grocery store for her. Like, she had bought some shrimp. She had bought some French fries, some fish, and stuff like that. We all went back to the house after we did that. And I don't think nothing happened while we was out. We were just laughing and stuff. Like, we were actually talking this night. It was not bad us going to the grocery store or nothing. And we was, y'all, we had took a gummy, y'all. Amber pregnant. She can't do nothing like that. So we all are tripping on the way there. We're all laughing and everything. So this night, it was super funny because we kept missing a turn. When I say, we missed the turn more than we missed the turn ever, we just like, oh no, we got to go home. It's time for us to get in this house and chill. So we are dying laughing. We laughing like, bro, why we keep missing this turn? We've been here the whole time and we still missing the house. So we are laughing and everything. Like I said, I got in better spirits at this time. And then we finally got to the house. Finally got in. Cooking. We were drinking, and while we decided to play some more drinking games, I forgot which game it was. I think it was Do or Drink, or it was Who Can Do It. It was one of them little drinking games. So me, Scammer, Besties, and Scammer boyfriend Jimmy, and my boyfriend all was in the little dining room part of the house while my auntie and her cooking, and everybody else in the rooms. So we're all in there. I think we did get in a pool again. We got in a pool again, and then this is like after that. So we started playing the drinking game, and we having fun at first. We were all like already sipping drinks, taking shots of stuff if we couldn't do it, or if it's like a do or drink and nobody want to do it, so we'll take the little shot. So we already had the little gummies. It's funny because we all playing the game. It gets to a card where it say something like messed with or something like that. Let me say somebody, it's like a celebrity thing, and he was like, I mess with this person, I mess with this person, I mess with this person, I like this person look good. Like he was drinking, so I think he was getting in his feelings or whatever. So this is where it took a whole turn, y'all. The day before that, when we was playing that drinking game again, he was telling us stories about him messing with people that went to the school that me and Bestie went to. Me and Bestie went to the same school, the same middle and high school, and me and Scammer met in beauty school. So, and he went to a rival school of me and Bestie. The game again, and it's a different game from that game, but we sitting there playing the game, and this time, like, it's her turn to pick a card. Why she had who's your favorite celebrity, and she said NBA Youngboy. When she said this dude went off on her, like he got pissed that she even liked somebody else, and he went psycho on her. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, this dude went off on her. He was just like, you a fangirl with this man. Like, why are you doing that? Like, he don't care about you being a fan. He's talking to her crazy, and all of us looking in there. We looking at him like, why you go crazy like that? She just told you who she liked. Like, it's a fan crush. Like, it's a celebrity crush. Everybody have a celebrity crush. I'm sorry. If you don't, you don't. But I'm just saying, most people have a celebrity crush. So he went off on her for having a crush. He like, you, what they call that? You a, groupie. You a groupie for him. And he basically put her down, but he's drinking. And me and, like, my boyfriend, he got the ball. He's like, I don't think you need it. He's like, no, don't you little boy me. Don't you little boy. He's like, yeah, I'm a little boy you because you need to chill. And it got a little heated. But we had to calm him down. Like, we was having a good time. Like, we had this one card where I think my boyfriend picked it up and it said do something like a yoga pose or something. And my boyfriend, we were all drinking for a while. So he did the pose or something, like jumped up in the air and did a pose while he fell on his back. Like, we all were dying laughing. And it went from us laughing like that to him getting crazy on her. We just gonna end the game here. And he was just like, he had a whole attitude with her. Mind you, the whole trip, like, I didn't say y'all this too, but we were outside in the pool earlier that day, and he's sitting there trying to drown her. She's pregnant, like, he's on her back. And I'm going to say 6 or 7 feet. The pool was, like, kind of deep like that, but it wasn't too deep. But still, why is you trying to drown her? Like, he was pushing her under the water, and he was tripping her. Like, he was trying to trip her. I'm like, I think he was trying to, because they not together now, y'all. And he back with his first baby mama. So, this dude, when I tell y'all, I seen him, we was in the rooms that they slept in, and he sat here and put his foot out, trying to trip her constantly, playing with her too much. And then this was the cake. This was the top of the cake. I don't know how to say it, the top of the cake. And when I tell y'all, he started whining, he started saying stuff like, well, I can be in trouble behind this. She gonna put me out. He said something like he slept in the closet when they arguing. So he's like, I don't care what she do. I already sleep in the closet. Sometimes she putting me in the closet. He started basically venting to us, like venting and telling us what she do to him. And she like, I have to because you act like this. Like, she's basically saying this is the reason why you gotta be in a closet. You be doing stuff like this, arguing with me and stuff. Me and him, we all just like, what the heck just happened? So now it's time for us to eat. We stopped playing the game. Like, my boyfriend was mad at him because he wanted to actually fight him or whatever, but he drunk, and I guess he acted like that because he drunk. So we all sat in there and ate. My dad ate his food and he went right to sleep because we had a long drive to go, because this is our last night. We have a long drive to go back home. Why? The guy literally started venting. He started saying he have a woman problem, y'all. This dude literally was starting to basically say, I don't trust a woman. I don't trust no women. They did me like this. My mama did me like this. My sister did me like this. Every woman I had in my life, my first baby mama act like this. She act like this. Talking about scammer. And he's sitting there going off on women. And he's saying, relationships don't matter. They don't last. And my mama like, yes, they do. I've been with my man. I've been with my husband since I've been in high school. And he like, really? And they start having a conversation, but he still was kind of down in women. Like, he was a woman hater, y'all. He sat there, and that's when we found out some stuff we didn't want to find out about him. So we all just like, what the heck? Why he started being like, he started kind of about to cry. And we all just sitting there, and I guess Scammer was done, and she went in her room and didn't want to talk. My mama and my auntie are sitting there trying to basically listen to him and talk to him and say, look, everybody ain't like this. You gotta stop acting like that. You can't think everybody gonna do you wrong or everything. So he really had issues, y'all, that he just didn't open up. And we didn't know this guy. This is like literally the last day we're there. So this dude just was crazy, y'all. Like, he was just crazy. Now, okay, we all decided to go to sleep after that. Me and my mom went in that room and had talks about it. The night before, I failed to mention this too, because we knew we weren't going to want to clean up or nothing in the morning. We sat there that night when my auntie cooked the food, and we cleaned up that night. Why is this dude, like, He's sitting on the couch like this and watching us clean up. And like my auntie had asked him a question because all of us are washing dishes. A lot of us are mopping and sweeping, even though they pay a cleaning fee, but we're cleaning up the house so they won't have to charge us no cleaning fee. This dude is sitting on the couch, laying on the couch like this with his feet propped up on the couch. And my auntie like, you see us all cleaning up. My dad drives, so he has to be sleeping. Everybody, even my brother got off the game and came and helped us clean up. Everybody else is cleaning up. He is sitting over there chilling. This is, mind you, this is not his vacation. This is a dude that wasn't even supposed to be on a vacation. Why he get a smart mouth with my auntie? Him and my auntie went back and forth, y'all. And then he was just tripping.
I don't gotta clean up if I want to. Y'all over there cleaning up. That's what girls are for.
My auntie went off and my mama was like, hey, don't do that. Like my dad, that's my dad's sister. My dad would come out here and whoop. If my dad was up, he would have probably beat him up. And I'm gonna say beat him up because this dude was soft. When I tell y'all, I probably could beat him up. I don't know who she brought on this trip. And it was my fault because I shouldn't allow her to bring nobody on a trip. Like my mom said, you can't go on a trip with people you don't know. Like my auntie was pissed off at him. Like she was talking to him like he was a child. He like, well, he said again,
don't little boy me and mom.
Auntie was like, no, I'm a little boy. She started walking towards him, and it got heated. And why Scammer sitting over there washing dishes, not even getting up saying that to her man? I'm like, you ain't gonna say nothing? She said they're so mute, and I was just like, this is so weird. So then he finally started helping us clean up. And I'm just like, all this for what? Like, you just came on this trip and really, like, made it turn. It wasn't the worst trip ever, but it's still, like, a lot of the stuff that happened on this trip that pissed me off shouldn't have even went down. So, now it's time for us to go. Ain't nobody talking. He wasn't talking no more, y'all. Like, we're going back home, dropping everybody off at their house. So, Scammer gave us her address because we were going to her house first and drop her off there. We got home really late. We got there at 9 o'clock at night. It was just a long ride back. The ride back was a lot. And me and my mom, like, when I tell y'all we didn't get no sleep that night, because we was cleaning up and everything, made sure all the clothes, and we washed all of their towels and dried all their towels and folded them. Me and her was up. We probably got 2 hours sleep this time. No cap. Me and her got 2 hours sleep. And we have a 10-hour drive back, and I stayed up with her. Everybody else could go to sleep because they're in the back. Me and my mom was falling asleep. Literally, like, my mom was driving. We were all tired, but nothing happened or nothing like that. It's not safe. Don't drive like that. If you sleep, you don't drive. The ride back was long. Nobody was talking. It was just like everybody was just fed up with each other. And he just really, like, made the trip worse than what it could have been better. He just made it so annoying and everything. But that's not all. Like, I got a whole nother part to this story, and y'all are gonna be pissed off when I tell y'all what happened on after the trip. But it's more so about the trip. But y'all gonna find out why I call her scammer and him scammer boyfriend, because both of them some scammers, y'all. And it's just a whole lot of stuff happened after the trip. Like I said, we got back home, dropped everybody off to their house, and we gotta take the car back in the morning. Got back home, was tired. Me and mama went to sleep. The trip could have been better. You can't go out of town with your friends, y'all. It's like you want to because you feel like a trip will be better with your friends or whatnot. But it's just like, it was too much going on, and we all should have just cut that short. Like I said, that's the end of this video. I had to cut this into 3 parts because the video was long. I didn't know it was even gonna be that long to do what I had to do, guys. I don't know if you guys like this story time. If you guys did, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to your girl channel because I got way more stories and more vacations that were kind of bad as well. Just stay tuned for what we're about to have on this channel. This channel is going up, and like I said, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me. I will be seeing you guys in another video. Before you guys go, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to your girl channel, and comment down below what you guys felt. If you had any stories like mine, or you know what it's like going out of town with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.